view from my window. Before we get into this, the track in the background, I did it, I produced it. If you're looking for this kind of record, you rap, you sing, or you need music for your podcast, hit your boy up. I'm the shit. Hit me up if you need hip-hop, R&B, or just basic blog music. Hit me up. This episode was sponsored by the OGs, female and male from Wilson, that I got great advice from and looked up to growing up. So enjoy the episode. This is part 1. I'm going to get into more of it. In the next part, I'm going to do 3 parts. The next couple episodes. Peace. Welcome back to View From My Window. This episode, I'm going to talk about growing up in Wilson, and these are some of the people that I looked up to, and I envisioned these. I added these qualities when I was growing up of who I wanted to be. You know, some people wanted to be NBA players, some people looked up to movie stars, some people looked up to celebrities. I looked up to these core group of people because that's all I seen. That's all I would see every day. So when it came to fashion and all the girls flocking to them in designer clothes, I wanted to be like the Malopney boys. I wanted to be like Rashawn. I wanted to be like Disco. I wanted to be like Harv. I wanted to be like V. Those guys kept the fly. Oh, Corey, can't forget Corey too. Them guys used to keep nut. Those guys used to, when it came to style, when they went to the clubs, they had some of the flyest things that was going on. They were some of the first cats I seen with the Gucci sneakers and Gucci belts and buying chicks Gucci bags and all that nature. They were the fashion guys. 2, I wanted to have respect, and I wanted to get money. And Clark and Buka were 2 of the guys that was respected, not just Wilson, but South Philly, period. Every time I would see Clark and Buka, they was giving out money to people. They would walk the Jects and walk any parts of South Philly. Had people come in and out. I would see them on 20th Street, this, that, and the third, and they would get love, and their presence was there. You know. Also, when it came to the streets, I looked up to Toast, Doug Young. I looked up to Bougie. I looked up to those guys, Kizak. Those guys also had respect when it came to the Jets. So also, when it came to the entertainment aspect of it, I looked up to the Murder MCs, Schuylkill. I looked up to DJ Steve. I looked up to Hammer and all of those guys, because that's who I seen every day. That's who when I was in my early years, I was getting my mental together and who I wanted to be like in the culture that I seen out in Wilson. So that's what I wanted to do until I started having conversations with each and every one of them, and they stared me a little different. I remember sitting by Miss Nancy house on Belly Terrace in the Breezeway, just being a young bug attached and wanting to be newsy. And I remember one day sitting outside with them. It was a little bit after my bedtime when I had to get to school. And I remember Clark pulling me to the side and was like, "Look, cuz, what's your grades like in school?" I'm like, "Man, I'm all right. But I always see you late for school every day. This ain't for you. The street light ain't for you. You don't want to do this, what I'm doing. If I could have had a chance to do it all over again, I would do it totally different. So young boy, I don't want to see you out here late. I want to see you going to school. And if you need something, hit me up." And that's what he said to me. And that's when I really started like, okay. Then, you know, I would always go around Harv and them crib and would see them rapping and stuff like that. And then once they started going through their little situation and they left the Jets for a while, that's when I realized, all right, I can't play that approach neither, because people would get jealous of me being fly and all of that, so I can't play that approach. Then, when my neighbor, who I lived next to, name was Wick, we used to hang together when he went from, wanting to chill and talk, to wanting to be, getting money and doing all these things. And then he would tell me, yo, man, stay in the house. Instead of do this and do that. That's when I switched up the momentum of who I wanted to be growing up.